Huh?
Is that gonna do it? Okay.
There's what? I don't think it is.
The sound.
Sorry.
You're fine. This is the entire reason we've been postponing stream.
Mm-hmm.
Hi guys, by the way. Formal introduction. Ducky, darling, obviously. We are playing spooky games. I don't know if the mic's gonna hear it. We have dragged our couch into the office and are sitting here with our controllers, and we're gonna check out this spooky game. So
Hopefully not get too scared.
yeah, from our understanding, tonight's game is slightly less spooky than tomorrow. So
It's
looks like a spooky stream.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Kelsey.
Super spooky.
Hi, randomizer. Yeah, we're yeah. I think this is less spooky than tomorrow, at least. I'm not looking forward to Friday.
Introduction. Massachusetts coast, present day. Do we need to read?
Do you want to read? Welcome to this month's meeting of the Cape Crescent Historical Society. I'm beginning the official minutes now.
We're blessed to have everyone with us this evening, Dr. Todd, Gordon, and you, Camilla, our fearless leader.
That was really loud.
Hey, dude, talk soft.
Where are our manners? Who's the new girl in the back room? In the back of the room. Pearl Brayshaw. Oh, this month we have a visitor. Say hello to Pearl Brayshaw. Pearl is, why don't you tell the group yourself? Hi, my name is Pearl, and I'm visiting from Cape Crescent from the city for a while. I'm a social media streamer who focuses on paranormal mysteries when I'm not gaming. Oh, that's fun.
Same as me.
Stepping in a while. Well, welcome. Kelsey, what are you guys having for dinner tonight?
And you've certainly come to the right place. Welcome to Cape Crescent, Pearl. Kind of looks like yeah, that talks like that.
Yeah.
Hey, you're e-girl, Pearl, on the internet. You're a big influencer.
Big time influencer?
Yeah.
Yep, that's me. Pearl, dear, if you're interested, you can accompany us on a walk through the Lost Settlement tomorrow. Okay. The Lost Settlement is an abandoned Puritan village nearby. According to the legend, the area is haunted.
I could have voiced it. I already forgot his voice. You irresponsible fools shouldn't go in there. That place has been under a terrible curse since colonial times.
You're not gonna do voice noise? No?
Yeah. Take it easy, Gordon. Even the kids didn't see anything strange during our group's last visit.
Felt them troublesome kids. Sure, I'd love to go. That would be awesome. I could even film it for my stream. Aha! Yes, for the stream.
What's that? At the window. Look.
No, it can't be. I don't know what that means.
It's the ghost. The ghost of Elias Abel. Of course. Can't you tell?
Elias Abel, from the witch trials of olden times?
This is all my doing. Forgive me, Lord.
Father Michael, why is it your fault? Kind of reminds me of those games made in RPG Maker. Yeah, I can see that. What do you mean, Father? Oh yeah, that's sorry, I'm kidding.
It's a diabolical omen. I warned you. I warned you all.
My camera's dead. Oh no!
I said I'd fix it.
Are we really being tormented?
I think it's Gordon. I think
Yeah.
Gordon did it.
Yeah. Why?
It's always Gordon.
The ghost, he's gone. Let's this out. There you go.
The investigation. Who's this guy?
I wonder if the audio's balanced. It's slightly
Slightly
okay.
loud.
Hang on.
It's right here. The following morning. Oh, is it the game audio that's loud?
I think
Okay.
maybe.
You can also put my headset on just to check and see what sounds like their stream.
They never listen when you tell them. Yeah, no.
Detective Dudley. The mystery is solved. Nothing to see here, Detective Guy. You and your dog, Cleo, can both go home. We were asked to come out at moment's notice because of a suspicious death. You're too late. I, the resourceful Detective Dudley, have already taken care of business at hand. He says the case is solved. What are we supposed to do now, Cleo? Since you're hanging around, you can both take a lesson from my exemplary investigation.
Dot.
That's
Better
like
now.
Scooby-Doo.
Okay, perfect.
Do I detect that you're stumped already? What would you like to know first?
Controls.
Right. Don't worry, even a new detective has to start somewhere.
Use the arrow keys to move. Holding down the shift key will make you move faster.
There's none of those here.
Yeah, you have a good
Talk to
point.
someone. Press enter or spacebar. Spacebar or enter will select a dialogue option. Press escape to access the menu and see the case file. Then press escape again to close the menu. If you need a hint about what to do next, you can access the hint function via the menu. An illustrated map of Cape Crescent can be found in the menu too. Lastly, you can use the menu to save your game.
Okay. Alright, detective. Time to listen and learn. On my worst
Whoa.
thing. What do you want to learn about first?
Okay.
You'll get nowhere fishing for compliments from me, Detective Guy. What? You and Cleo are an accomplished detective team, and you've solved some challenging cases. Oops, I'm gonna get the baby.
Okay, you sure? I can go get him.
You can have this Vicky.
Oh no. However, this is my jurisdiction. This case belongs to me, Detective Dudley, and no one else. I don't care how good you are I don't appreciate you two being sent here to muck around on my turf. Classic Dudley. Our location. Where we're standing now is in a park called Gallows Point. The whole surrounding peninsula is called Cape Crescent. Cape Crescent is a small historical village in the municipality of Amherst on the Massachusetts coast. So much investigation work, yes. Very investigative. Southwest of here is the way to the village, just a small downtown connected to a few streets. Victim identity. The victim is a young woman named Pearl Brayshaw. Oh no, the streamer. She lived in one of the cottages nearby in Cape Crescent. Have you heard of her? My sources tell me that Pearl was something of a popular video game streamer and social media influencer. That's right, E-Girl Pearl, as she was known on Twitch, Instagram, YouTube, the works. She had millions of subscribers. Well, maybe it's just me, but I like the soundtrack for this game. It is quite eerie, for sure. It kind of reminds me of like Age of Empires 2. At least the instrument. They share the same instrument, I think. Well, not anymore. Cause of death. Pearl died. I figured it all out. Pearl Brayshaw hanged herself. Oh no. Did you find a suicide note? No, but it's still the only possible solution. There's a rope around her neck and she's not breathing. Case closed. Alright, Dudley. If you take a walk around Gallows Point, you'll find Pearl's body. You can confirm what I found for yourself. Cape Crescent is an isolated village. The people here are generally well-to-do and want to be left alone. In the village, you'll find Pearl's roommate and her neighbors. Most of them are members of the Cape Crescent Historical Society. When I interviewed them, they all talked about some foolishness with a dead colonial ghost. Utter nonsense. Yeah, man, that's a nostalgia trip for me. I haven't played Age of Empires 2 in a long time. I used to, way back in the day, my two older brothers, we had one Age of Empires 2 disc, but you could put the disc in the computer, load it up on one of the computers, take the disc out while it was still running, and put it on another computer. And so we'd put it on like the 3 computers that we had and play it. Because we only had the one copy, but we'd always play like multiplayer with each other. It was a lot of fun. I love that game. Someone also told me about a young man seen near here around the time of death. Also, clearly a fabrication. This Dudley guy is. He ain't a believer. This is an obvious suicide, and you really should just go home, but if you insist, you can still look for clues on Gallows Point. In the unlikely event that you find something I missed, by all means, come back and tell me. But this is my case, Detective Guy. I'd appreciate it if you want to keep your mutt out of my way, too. No. I'm not keeping Cleo out of this. Cleo is the smarts around here. Alright, Cleo, let's go find the victim's body. Alright, so let's see. Okay, so R2 is the same as shift. Whoa. Okay, there's my dog. No. Okay. I did a hint, but I didn't want to. Let's enter a spacebar to close the map. Okay. It's a rock. Oh! I'm the dog! When I turn on the dog, I bark. When I turn on the guy, I like groan. It's like a villager from Minecraft. Pearl Brayshaw died.
Already?
Yeah. Whoa. It's the body of the victim, Pearl Brayshaw. Geez, looks like she's in her early 20s. That's awesome. I had a similar idea, but with a different game called Fox Kids Game Pack. Can you move that like little heart icon thing on my... Why is it there? See if you do the 3 dots and do pop out. And then we can like, and then do like Windows, press the Windows key and then press right on the, okay, yeah, same thing. Yeah. Fox Kids Game Pack. Never heard of it. Can it really be possible that this poor young woman hanged herself with this rope? This dog doesn't really do a lot of talking.
No.
I don't know how they're going to help us with our detective work.
I mean, it is dog.
No, you're right, Cleo. Oh, he got something from her. This rope is old and falling apart. There's no way it would have supported the weight of her body. Detective Dudley just made claims quickly. There's also no rope burn on her neck. This proves it. Poor Brayshaw didn't hang herself. Detective Dudley is wrong. He's not going to be happy to hear this, but maybe he'll stop interfering with me now. Let's go.
Seems sus.
I'm going to go talk to Detective Dudley as the dog. Nope, I'm not talking to the dog. Don't expect me to be treated like a serious detective unless you talk to me yourself. Press S to toggle between Guy or Cleo as the leader.
Oh, this is foul play.
This is foul play.
Yes.
Pearl's body. I found Pearl Brayshaw's body, and it doesn't look like a suicide to me. She didn't hang herself, Detective Dudley. Of course she did. What are you talking about? The rope around her neck is frayed and tattered. It's so old, it may even be antique. If Pearl had tried using it to hang herself, I wouldn't have been strong enough to support her body weight. It wouldn't have been strong enough. When someone hangs themselves, the rope leaves an abrasion on the neck from the body's force, a rope burn. There is no rope burn on Pearl Brayshaw's neck. This invalidates your idea that she hanged herself. A mere conjecture, Detective Guy. If you put some effort into exploring Gallows Point, you'd realize how wrong you are. Question mark. Then you'd see that there is no evidence of another person ever being in the park. Pearl Brayshaw had to have hanged herself simply because nobody else was here. You and Cleo really need to get a clue.
The collaboration.
Get a clue. That's it.
Randomizer, that sounds like the, used to get, like, party pack games when I was younger. They were usually, like, horse games and bet games. But I loved, they had a couple game packs.
Is that mine or yours?
It's yours.
Okay. Oh no.
I think I set it on the stairs.
I need to respond to Sparky.
Oh, here.
I'm sure that Detective Dudley is wrong about the cause of death, but we need to find a clue that proves someone else was here. Come on, Cleo, let's go back and look for that missing clue that we must have overlooked. Alright, so I'm ready. So we gotta go to, I think it said Gallows Point. Oh, okay. I thought that bird was about to attack me. Oh, look, I found a clue. Cleo found a clue. What's the clue?
Not such a useless dog.
There's an engraving on the monument. At this spot in 1692, a minister named Elias Abel was hanged by the Puritans for the crime of witchcraft.
Well then. With all my friends. It's funny. I like it.
This man called Elias Abel was hanged here in colonial times. I guess that's why this park is called Gallows Point. What a morbid name. For more information on Elias Abel and the witch trials, visit the Cape Crescent Public Library. The clue is saved to your case file. Cleo deserves a treat. How do I give Cleo a treat?
Oh.
Those clues suspects. Elias Abel's ghost is a suspect.
We're gonna blame the dog. Or not the dog, the ghost.
The ghost. Well, yeah.
Makes sense.
What's another dog? Go, Cleo. Talk to them. The dog's name is Hester. She seems friendly. Why is she roaming around alone like this? What do you want, Hester? I don't have any dog toys. Something tells me this dog is going to be important. I guess we'll be seeing you around, Hester. Yeah, this guy is... He's got the details. What's in this log? Nothing. Another clue. Excuse me, officer. Good job, Cleo. It looks like a religious crucifix somebody dropped by mistake. What's this out doing here on Gallows Point? This clue certainly debunks Detective Dudley's theory that nobody else was on Gallows Point. I should show this clue to him next. Clue saved in your case file. Cleo deserves a treat. I need to give Cleo a treat. I swear I can't get the grunt noise when you switch back and forth. Hester did it. Wow, we're blaming the dog? Oh no.
It's the dog's fault. Definitely seems sus.
Cleo may be a great clue sniffer, but I don't speak bark. Why don't you do the talking, Detective Guy? Good morning, Detective. I'm so glad you can make it. We need you on this case.
Sounds like a villager in Minecraft.
I know Detective Dudley can be a handful, but deep down, he's committed to justice and doing the right thing. Trust me. Detective Dudley hasn't found any clues in this area, but maybe Cleo can. I love the artwork of the dog is like, what'd you say about me? Compared to Cleo, your clue-sniffing dog, I don't think us people are very observant. You should explore with Cleo in front. That way you'll see question marks appearing on the map. Go interact with one and you'll discover a clue. Clues won't appear if Guy is the party leader though, so make sure you take advantage of Cleo's fantastic detective skill. Okay, cool. So I'm already doing that. I figured that out on accident. Yeah.
Oh.
It's like, let's go human.
Yeah. I mean, it does make sense. Dogs are good at sniffing out stuff. Have you already done all this or no?
Well, it said that it wanted me to go back about the crucifix. But I have. Unless maybe it's this. Yeah, I already said that. Oh.
Oh, okay, here we go.
The other person who came to Gallows Point left a clue behind. Let me show you. This one.
Crucifix.
Someone left behind this crucifix. Hey, you're right. What's this crucifix doing here? I don't know that, but it proves there was another person in the park. Possibly the same person who killed Pearl Brayshaw. How did she die?
I definitely like randomizer these more old style horror games. I can handle them better. But they're actually coming out with a third one soon. I don't think it's coming out this month, but it is coming out soon, so if you like these, another one's coming.
Pearl Brayshaw didn't hang herself from that frayed, tattered rope. Somebody strangled her. Strangulation. That means her death was murder. Yes, of course it does. I knew that all along. One of the residents of Cape Crescent reported seeing a young man near Gallows Point last night. It's probably the same person who dropped this crucifix and who strangled Pearl Brayshaw. Hold on. I think you're jumping to conclusions a little too fast, once again. Nonsense. I'm going back to the village to block off the bridge to the mainland. That way our man can't escape. That sounds like a good idea, Detective Dudley. For once. If you and Cleo want to help, you can search Cape Crescent and ask the other residents for information about the perpetrator. Gasp. There are 7 other residents in Cape Crescent. Each one is a person of interest. I think it was Detective Dudley. I'll be at the bridge, ready to catch the young man when he tries to flee the scene. But we don't know for sure that this mysterious young man is the killer. The 7 other residents are all suspects too.
So it was Detective Dudley.
Gotta be. Or it was Officer Erickson. Then, when you flush out the culprit, you can meet me at the bridge. I'll make the arrest. Nice work, Cleo. We can take the path back to Cape Crescent and then investigate each person of interest. The park exit is just south of where we're standing. Let's go. You unlocked a new area. Check the map menu for an updated map. Oh, there was like a
squirrel there.
Oh, it's a squirrel. Squirrel! Get the squirrel. Okay. Oh, so let's look at the map.
Whoa.
See, Gallows Point is 1. So we just came from down there.
Okay.
So we need to go left. To Coastal Road. Onward to Coastal Road.
My money is on Dudley. Yeah, same.
I think I want you to think it's Dudley.
Maybe the officer.
It's the deer. I think Kelsey was right. I think it's Hector.
Hector, the dog.
The dog, yeah.
Makes sense.
Look, or Hester. Look, he's there.
Again.
It's Hester again. What's she doing here? What does she? Menacingly. I can see Cape Crescent Village Center just up the road. We're almost there, Cleo. Detective Dudley might be the imposter.
Yeah.
Hey, I have a joke. If horses gallop, what do seahorses do? I'll wait for the answers. Oh no, you read something. I got too distracted by myself.
I got too distracted.
Stranger.
And Jill Harding.
Get this bag. Cleo found a doggy bag. No, Cleo, we don't have the time to eat now. We've got a mystery to solve. It's like... Alright, we'll take the doggy bag with us. After we solve the case, I promise you'll get an amazing treat. I bet there are at least 40 doggy bags like this hidden all over the area. Let's see how many we can find. There's another one.
Let's go.
Scallop? He does scallop. Isn't that a great joke? I thought of that today.
So I was making dinner and I made him rice with like a seafood medley that has scallops. He made that joke. It was pretty funny. I'm sure it might exist somewhere, but it was pretty original.
Who was that?
Ducky is king of dad jokes.
Some guy ran away.
Disappeared.
Yeah. My money's on him.
Sus. Did you talk to Jill?
Not yet. Sorry, man. I'm not supposed to give food to pets. But you should look in the back while my boss isn't here.
That's amazing.
Sure. I can talk now that the morning rush is over. That's a great joke. Thanks. Suspect added to case file. This person said, yeah, we can talk. And I'm like, you're a suspect now. No. The victim's roommate and coffee shop barista. Oh, this was their roommate. My name's Jill Harding, and I was... Oh, you can... Do you want to read?
Oh, yeah. My name's Jill Harding, and I was Pearl's roommate. She lived with me for just over a month, along with her dog. I'm renting one of the cottages up the wooded lane to the northwest. Pearl came to Cape Crescent to get out of the limelight a bit. As a social media star, Pearl got all kinds of attention from the public on the internet, even death threats. She was my best friend. About a month ago, she contacted me and said she wanted to leave the big city for a while. I said she could lay low here until the drama she was dealing with subsided. You know she was famous on the internet. I feel like you've already said that a lot.
I made a joke last week when Darling was streaming Pico. I said making some ingenuity.
I love dad jokes. She took her career as a social media influencer very seriously, a little more seriously than I'd have liked. Her agreement was that she'd help out with rent, but she spent all her money on production equipment and charitable causes. She used her popularity to raise money and help her fans in need. Last month, she did a charity campaign for a kid with cancer. Aw, she sounded nice. Pearl always meant well. Ghosts, that was her thing. When Pearl wasn't playing video games, she was emphatic about the paranormal. When I told her about the lost settlement and the legend of Elias Abel's ghost, she agreed to move in. Last night, Pearl came home from that meeting at the library and was really shaken up. Talking about ghosts is normal for Pearl, but whatever happened this time was unusual. Oh, the cottage is currently locked until I get off work. I'll let you in to look for clues later. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
No.
No, you're not.
You're out of it, Lucy. After Pearl came back from the library last night, a couple hours later, she left and went out again. Said she'd be able to take care of the late rent I had been pestering her for, especially since she bought that fancy new camera. Pearl didn't like to talk about money. It was always a touchy subject for her.
So she didn't get her money back and she murdered Pearl.
You think it's chill. She didn't elaborate on what her source of income was. I think she wanted to keep it a secret for some reason. I stayed up waiting for Pearl to come back and bring her share of the rent, but she never returned. Roy Parker can vouch for me being at home waiting for Pearl.
Who's Roy Parker?
Now, who else was at that library?
Listen, you gotta think about reason. She has reason.
Yeah, she has
She was
cause.
in debt. Yeah.
Motive.
Motive, yeah. Now, who else was at the library?
After Pearl disappeared, her boyfriend Roy Parker showed up at the cottage unexpectedly. Uh-oh. He said he hadn't seen Pearl since she left the city and moved in with me. He wanted to talk with Pearl about their relationship.
Let me guess. Now they're a thing together.
I told Roy that I didn't know where Pearl was other than she went out to meet someone that set him off. Of course, Roy took that to mean Pearl had gone out to meet another man. He stormed out in the night to go look for her. I don't think Roy is capable of a crime of passion like this, but he was totally irate last night. I've been keeping my head down here. Have the police found Roy yet?
Suspects found. 1 of 8.
Okay.
Very interesting. Let's go. So we'll just kind of roam around 5 for right now. Oh, wait, no, we're in 3. Oh, and then 10 is what we were just in. It's that coffee shop.
Yep.
Okay. 4 is the bridge. We don't need to go there yet, I don't think. That's Gordon.
Cutler.
Yeah, he's the guy that was at the village. I may smell like fish, but I don't have any fish for the dog. What do you want, detective? Suspect added to case file. Gordon Cutler, local fisherman. Do we still think Hester did it? It has to be Hester. Excuse me, I already talked to that detective dummy once, and he didn't take me seriously. The name's Gordon Cutler, and I run Cutler's Fisheries. The business has been in my family for 6 generations. What's left of that once great family business anyway? As you can see, my warehouse is falling apart. It's shameful. How am I supposed to catch fish these days? Over the last few years, all the fish in this bay have become sickly. Unfortunately, it looks like that poor sweet girl is the latest victim of our village curse. Pearl's body was found near the statue of Elias Abel, right? That's enough of an explanation for me. Since the days of the witch trials, the ghosts have been enacting his revenge on our community. My family always told me to stay away from the lost settlement because of that curse, because of the curse on that place. However, not everyone in the Cape Crescent Historical Society has been so prudent.
Just dummy. Yeah, apparently. We're all dummies to Gordon.
It seems cruel that Pearl Brayshaw, an outsider who is new in town, should pay the price. You can soup around all you want, but as far as I'm concerned, that girl was killed by our village ghost. We all saw old Elias last night at the library. He's been tormenting us here since the days of the Lost Settlement.
This seems sus.
My ancestors were a part of the Puritan mob who had Elias Abel hanged. This is payback. Oh, yeah.
If that was true, wouldn't Gordon be the one dead?
The family business has suffered as a result, but at least I'm still alive. I'm not tempting fate. If I were you, I'd leave ghosts from the past alone, too. You really think I had something to do with that new girl's death? That's something. It so happens that last night I was out talking with Camilla Crescent after the Historical Society meeting. My buddy Todd Beckett was there too, but he went home early. Camilla and I stayed out until the sunrise.
Sus.
I'm playing it safe and staying away. I don't want my body to turn up dead at Gallows Point next. Okay.
Huh.
Dr. Enos Keene always seems suspiciously aloof to me. She still doesn't believe in the ghost. Dr. Keene spends her nights just walking around the cemetery like some kind of witch. Now that's weird. Suspects found 2 out of 8. Okay, so we gotta make sure that his... Hey, get away from my fish warehouse! Taking a work break. What about the dog? Here. So we gotta make sure that his story lines up with Camilla's.
Switch so you can see doggy barks. You gotta go on the other side. Yeah.
Oh, we gotta find them all. Hold on.
I think that's been it so far.
What if there's some up here?
It might be.
Hester!
Again!
Okay, like hiding behind this tree that I can't see.
I don't think so.
It has to be Hester. Yeah, sure, taking a work break.
Alright. Up there. Can we go inside there? Oh, that's the
public
library.
Spooky.
Whoa.
Alright, Camilla Crescent. Talk to this dog. The rule is no animals allowed in the library. I don't want any of our old books damaged.
Huh.
Too bad.
Dog's gonna be in the library whether you like it or not. Oh, I guess you're new in town too, Detective.
Suspect added to case file. Camilla Crescent, Amsport librarian.
I mean, it has to be Hester because Hester's been in several, like, I know, right?
Hester is a ghost. Teleporting ghost dog.
I'm Camilla Crescent, and I work as the librarian in our little village, born and raised here in Cape Crescent. My job is to preserve history and to keep our small, quiet village small and quiet. Oh, so your job is to kill outsiders? Also run the Cape Crescent Historical Society events in the back room of the library. If you want to learn more about Cape Crescent, there are 3 books about our colonial past scattered in the library. Pearl said she made videos where she explored haunted places. I gave her some appropriate material to read. She wanted to make a video exploring the Lost Settlement. It's the area to the east of the city center that's been sealed off. I didn't appreciate Pearl Bradshaw waving that camera around for the whole internet to see, but I'm polite. Always watch out for the... Hester can probably phase through walls. Yes, it's always the librarians. Frankly, I didn't want e-girl Pearl using massive popularity to turn the Lost Settlement into Times Square. Interesting. Last night was the first time I'd ever seen the ghost. I hope it will be the last. That other cop thought I was making the whole thing up, but seeing is believing. Since this is a public library, we have surveillance videos recording everything on the premises. You're the detective. Go to the meeting room in the back room of the library. You can watch the tape there. After the Historical Society meeting, I stayed out late talking with Gordon Cutler and Todd Beckett.
Oh no!
Assuming Pearl Brayshaw wasn't killed by a ghost from the 1600s? I was the one who reported the young man going towards Gallows Point and then running back. Have you found him? So she's the one that reported it.
Oh, it was the stranger.
He looked around the same age as Pearl. He ran from the coastal road across the village center. I don't think he saw me, and I lost sight of him in the shadows further down the road.
Interesting.
I know you've got to find out what happened. Just don't turn Cape Crescent into some Hollywood cop show.
Let me know when you want to take over.
Either way, I mean, I can... If you want. Oh, there's a clue.
Look, Cleo, it's one of the books the librarian was talking about.
The
Plot
plot.
thickens.
Yes.
Cape Crescent today. Cape Crescent today remains a small village inhabited by some direct descendants of the Puritans from the Rich Trial era. The lost settlement is still an uninhabited ghost town, returning to forest. Nothing but cellar holes and old Quaker meetings houses still standing. The area is filled with folk legends about Elias Abel's ghost appearing, with the centuries-old curse still cited as blame for recent spells of disease in the vicinity. Cape Crescent locals stay out of the lost settlement for fear of supernatural danger. The Cape Crescent Historical Society meets once a month here at our library. The end. 1 out of 3 read. Okay. The sprites are cool and detailed. I do like them, yeah. Let's read this one. Look, Cleo, it's one of the books. Do you want to read that one?
Yeah, in the late 1600s, there lived a wealthy Quaker minister named Elias Abel. He owned the land now known as the Lost Settlement and built a small church there. Led by the jealous leaders of the rival Puritan church, the Cape Crescent villagers sought to seize possession of Elias Abel's land for their own use. Thus, in 1692, at the height of the Salem witch trial hysteria, Elias Abel was accused of witchcraft. Kowtowing to public pressure, even his own congregation turned on him. Elias Abel's accusers proved that the minister's powerful booming voice and eloquent sermons could only be the work of the devil. Abel was found guilty. Uh-huh.
So there's one in his land.
Yeah. Sounds about right in the end.
I've got 6 doggy bags.
First of the Lost Settlement.
Spooky ghost. At the out. You want to?
I was saving your voice. At the outcome of the witch trial, Elias Abel was sentenced to hang from a scaffold on Gallows Point. Before he was executed, Elias Abel cursed the village. He vowed that no settlement would survive on the land that had been unjustly taken from him. Within 5 years of his death, Elias Abel's curse proved to be true. The Puritans' new settlement was abandoned due to famine, disease, and fear. The new settlement of the Puritans on Elias Abel's land became known as the Lost Settlement and was soon shunned by the nearby villagers. Or villages.
To be continued.
Got an achievement.
Yeah, achievement.
We gotta watch that footage in that background, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. This is spooky. See a doggy bag.
Let's see what's happening. Video footage.
From the Cape Crescent Historical Society meeting that late night. CHSM. Or CCHSM. What should I call them that? Whoa! It's the ghost of Elias Abel. Yeah, but he's like glitching. It's kind of like hologram. Elias Abel from the witch trials in olden times? This is all my doing. Forgive me, Lord. I heard all this one. Good pearl. If you wanted to.
Oh, the ghost. He's gone. Sorry.
Good. That's the one like new thing. Interesting. What do you make of that, Cleo? ... Cleo's very talkative.
Yes.
I think it's this clock. Interesting.
Alright, let's see.
Let me just make sure. So, okay, that was the only way up right there. I see now. The library goes up.
Right
so
there.
Then this will take us to 5. The Church of Good Voyage.
An e-girl living in a town like this may seem out of place. Yeah. It's
Hester.
freaking Hester!
Hester again, what's she doing here? It's gotta be Hester. Alright, wait, I'm gonna go up there.
Is there no doggy? Wait, go over to the side. See that little walkthrough? Pick up any doggy bags, go down. Oh yeah, see?
Huh?
Or no, just over to the left, sorry.
I was just saying.
If there's anything up there. Oh,
I
there's
don't
one.
Got 8 out of 40, we're a fifth of the way there.
He is. Yeah. Church of Good Voyage.
So I think this is his church, maybe. Church nave. Don't want to go in any rooms yet. It's a clue.
And a
Stranger's
stranger.
here. It's a recent issue of the Amsport local newspaper. Physician Dr. Enos Keene has recently retired from her local medical practice after many years. Hester is the stranger. Yes. I mean, we can turn between a dog and a person, so who's to say the stranger can't turn into Hester? Dr. Keene's retirement comes after a string of local youths were diagnosed with cancer, including several of her patients. When asked about whether the child cancer cases are related to the curse of Elias Abel, Dr. Keene did not comment. The clue is saved to your case file. Cleo deserves a treat. Trying to get all the doggy bags for Cleo.
I know, I've already gotten 8 of them.
Talk to him in a second. Tanya Nichols. Was she at the place?
I don't know, you should go talk to the stranger.
He always runs away from me.
It does.
Who was that?
Okay. Looks like we have 2 people.
Any dog treats up here, Father? Has this dog come here to join God's flock or pack?
It's fine.
In the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit, Amen.
Hester is the stranger. The story is about to go all Pet Cemetery. It's totally Hester.
Suspect added to case file. Father Michael Wheeler, priest at the Church of Good Voyage. The alternate version of Pet Cemetery.
Yeah.
I'm Father Wheeler, and I'm the priest of this church. You must be here to investigate the murder. I've been here in this village through good times and bad. Cape Crescent used to be a safe, quiet seaside community. Recently, it's become a sad and ominous place. I can only hope that God has brought you here to deliver us from this crisis. Young Miss Pearl was new in town, and she wasn't a parishioner. I don't approve of talking so openly about ghosts, but in spite of that, I truly hope that she finds the Lord. May God rest her soul. Whatever we saw last night, it certainly wasn't the Holy Spirit. I can only pray for that horrible spirit of the devil from bygone days to depart this world.
Said it was his fault, though. What'd you do, Father Michael?
I see you found my crucifix, the one I left behind at Gallows Point.
Dun dun dun.
Alright, it's true. I can't hide anymore. I did it. I confess. I'm guilty.
What?
What? I doubted. I lied. After seeing those poor kids nearby get sick with cancer, here I began to doubt my faith. But now, after this horrible death, I have only guilt. This cruel ghost was brought here by God to punish me for my doubts. Forgive me, Lord. Something unholy is going on, that's all I can say for sure. The key to the church tower has gone missing. I'm certain that I didn't misplace it. There's nothing up there but a beautiful view of the seaside. Interesting. Thanks and God bless. Interesting.
Missing
Curious.
key. I don't know anything about E-Girl Pearl. I wasn't anywhere near the wooded lane last night.
Well, I didn't even ask anything, Tanya.
Right? Boy, that sounds horrible. Yeah. I'm just a local kid saying my daily prayer. What are you, some kind of stalker? Hey, leave me alone. She seems like she's hiding something. Maybe if we find an important clue, we'll be able to get through to her. Church
crypt?
crypt? Oh, remember the doggy first. Oh, there's a doggy bag behind that pillar.
Oh, there is. It's the tide table for Cape Crescent. This tells the correct time for high and low tide each day. Who would need this, and what's it doing hidden down here now? Interesting. Only thing that was down there.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Nice.
Very interesting. Makes me want to watch Anastasia.
Yeah.
Haha, more treats. Oh, an organ. Can I go this door? This must be the door to the church tower. It's locked. Interesting. I'm gonna say that about everything. Can I play this? Darn.
Alright, so we have a couple people.
So yeah, we did pretty much all the church for the most part until we can go
So then there's
up in the lighthouse or
6,
the church tower and observation deck.
and then there's 8. Okay. Maybe someone goes to the beach, hence the reason for the tides. That's what I'm thinking.
I'm curious if that doesn't actually show. Not sure. Oh, some 1715. Here lies Giles Cutler. Oh, it's the dude's ancestor. Many years ago, he started a prosperous fishing business in this village. Interesting. 1692. Here lies Arthur Wheeler. Ooh, Wheeler that's the priest. This is his. His shining sacred treasure was never found. Fine treasure. 1696. Here lies Credence Crescent. He drowned beneath the big stone submerged southeast of the new settlement. Suspicious. Treats.
Very suspicious. Is there anything? Yeah, there's this doggy bag. Bag much more recently. Fresh graves. You want me to do that?
If you want to.
It's Hester again.
Hester came and
How
spotted
do I
him.
switch?
X switches, A talks, Y opens your menu, right trigger sprints. Gotta talk to Hester. What if Hester has something new to say?
Sure. Should we go this way? I think with 7.
Yeah, sure. It's the deer.
Really long.
Get the squirrel. You're hiding something. I
Oh,
know
this
it.
is so long.
It's Todd Beckett.
What's a? Oh no, okay.
Clue sniffing dog. Now I've seen everything. Todd Beckett at your service. Suspect added to case file. Todd Beckett, business president and CEO.
My confidence is still in Hester.
I'm Todd Beckett, and this here is my estate. I own Beckett Chemicals in Amesport. What a horrible tragedy. If I can help your investigation in any way, I'm at your disposal. I heard about E-Girl Pearl's death last night. She was so young, such talent, such charisma. This guy's got an earring. It seems that she finally saw a real ghost. Last night at the library, I guess we were the last to see her alive. Put it this way, one of my golf buddies is the greediest, most opportunistic real estate developer around. Even he knows to stay away from the Lost Settlement. That place is forbidden. Dr. Keene and I recently took a hike back there with some local teenagers. I was all ready to tell my buddy Gordon Cutler that there is no ghost and no curse. I learned it the hard way. Could it really be possible that my excursion into the Lost Settlement is the cause of all this? That we treaded on holy ground and angered a ghost from over 300 years ago?
I don't know.
Last night, after the meeting, I stayed out late with Gordon Cutler and Camilla Crescent. They saw me head home. If I had come back through the village center to kill Pearl Brayshaw, they'd deceived me. So no, I'm not your man, Detective. Interesting. Gordon Cutler may seem crazy, but he was right all along. We should have stayed out of the Lost Settlement. He's taking his fishing business problems very hard. Blames everything on the curse. Understandable that this has been a rough time for him mentally. I just hope he's alright.
Nothing from him, really.
Make sure you get the dog out.
Right.
Look at him in a hint over on the... I saw that over there. I was like, it seems like a hint.
Wooden ore?
Interesting.
Doggy bags?
There's gotta be one here. Can we go in here? He's just got a random mansion up here.
14 out of 40.
Almost halfway there.
Yeah. Oop.
It's Hester.
This dog is everywhere. You're hella sus, Hester. Hella sus. Oh.
Because of the frayed rope, I wonder if it's the fishermen, since he uses ropes. They use ropes for their nets and things. It's true, and maybe if Gordon Cutler makes the ghost real and the curse real, then it would help save his business because he'd get everybody on board as to why his business has the misfortune and curse.
Yep.
Interesting. It's a thought.
Definitely a thought. I like this theory.
Can you go over there?
No, it wouldn't let me walk over the water.
Oh, okay. Did you not go on the...
I don't see. I just saw this first. What is this? Oh, from your biggest fan, Tanya.
Oh, so she's the one that wanted to talk to us.
So we'll have to go back.
Yeah. Do you think we should do that first?
Yeah, I just want to see whose house this is.
Well, I just meant before, like, going up.
Oh.
Oh, so that's where
That was
she
where
lived.
She was. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we can go back. It's this way, right?
Yes, and then down.
And then down. Hester! Your hell is... Okay, I was like... See. Hey, how'd you find that?
I recovered it from outside the victim's cottage. This is...
Oh. I'm sorry.
Suspect added to case file, Tanya Nichols, local teenager and huge Pearl Brayshaw fan.
You're right, I'll talk. I understand.
Does Hester have clones of him all over the place?
I think so, yeah. It would seem like it. My parents have been so preoccupied with my brother since he got sick. It's actually nice to have someone, or nice to talk to someone. My name is Tanya Nichols. I'm 15 and I live here in Cape Crescent. Oh yeah, and I'm the biggest e-girl Pearl fan ever. I'm obsessed. I watch her stream religiously. E-girl Pearl was a saint. I can't believe she was here in our village this whole month and I didn't know. Recently, my brother was diagnosed with cancer. I posted about it on social media. Most popular influencers don't pay attention to their fans and only care about their popularity. Pearl was different. When Pearl found out about my brother, she used her stream to raise donations to help my family cover our expenses. I know Pearl had her own problems too. She was very open with her fans, but she always put her others first. How could she turn up dead like this is unbelievable. We learned about the ghost of Elias Abel in school. I was hoping Pearl would do a show about the Lost Settlement. I went on the tour of the Lost Settlement with Mr. Beckett and the Historical Society group. We didn't see anything. I was gonna write to Pearl and tell her not to waste her time. I'm a little embarrassed about this now. I found out at the library that e-girl Pearl was in town. When she left the library last night, I followed her home. I wanted so badly to meet her, but I could tell from her body language that she was not happy. I stayed outside her cottage. I could hear her arguing with her roommate. Then she left abruptly and went back out into the night. I knew something was wrong. I could have stopped her. I was too nervous. If only I'd had the courage to speak to my hero. Now I'll never get a chance.
Probably because she's in the church. Because she watches Pearl religiously. Get it? Yeah, the Church of Pearl.
Yeah. I don't know what happened, but I can tell you what else I saw. Oh? While Pearl was at the library meeting, I waited out on the beach. That's when it happened. Some kind of a light was shining from the water to the windows in the back room of the library. It was coming from some kind of floating barge out in the bay, but it was too dark to see clearly. When I came back this morning for another look, it was gone.
Interesting. So it was like a projection.
It's a boat. A barge is like a boat. So maybe it is the Fisher guy. What's that thought? What do you make of that, Detective?
Okay, Alright, so now we just go up.
Up, yeah.
Interesting. Maybe Hester owns a boat.
Yeah.
Did we ever think about that?
Yeah. Did we already explore all of... Yeah, there is nothing else to explore of 7. Okay, so... Oh.
What is this area up here called? Beach. Oh, so we can go to where?
She said... They were out here. Hester! It's definitely Hester. Without a doubt.
More dog treats.
Oh.
Probably makes sense because the fishermen ride in boats all the time.
Yeah. And he's the one that's like trying to use... It's always the person that's like the most crazy about... Like the legend. If you ever watched Scooby-Doo, it's always the person that's like a hardcore believer and pushing the myth. And that guy's the one pushing the myth, so it's gotta be him.
Yeah, who's the stranger guy?
I think, wasn't that like her boyfriend that came?
Maybe, but the guy was sitting in the convenience store when we first got here, and Jill didn't mention him.
That's true. Maybe there's any like doggy back.
Oh, there's a clue back there. Somebody scribbled down 110 degrees southeast, 10 degrees above the horizon on this paper.
Ooh, so the tides and the things.
Never southeast. These markings look like directional coordinates for orienting a telescope. We haven't found a telescope yet.
Intriguing.
Pushing the story as the believer, and then it comes back when they did it.
Yeah.
There's a cat!
There is a cat.
Hester's kitty!
Pet the cat.
Oh no. I don't think Cleo pet that cat.
Watch out for my cat. Actually need... I'm gonna grab something really quick.
Okay. I hope you've got more sense than most of us around here, Detective. Suspect added to case file, Dr. Enos Keene. My name is Enos Keene, and I'm a retired medical doctor. Now I run this lighthouse. It's a simple life with a lot less pressure. Better for me. Unfortunately, I don't know who killed Pearl Brayshaw. She's not the first in this village to die young either. Oh, you read that old newspaper article about me? I used to take so much pride in being the town doctor. Leaving my medical practice in this town was the hardest, saddest decision I ever made. The first cat in the game. What's its name? Lester? Lester the cat? Oh no. I keep going over it and it all in my mind. Is it my fault that I couldn't save those poor kids? I don't know what it was we saw at the library. It doesn't make sense. I'm a firm believer in science over superstition. Todd Beckett invited young Tanya Nichols and I on a hike around the Lost Settlement. That place is big and confusing, but we certainly didn't see any ghosts. I'll take more. It'll take more to make me believe. After the Historical Society meeting, I walked home. My cat can confirm my alibi. Can't you, Snookums? Snookums the cat! I don't really talk to many people here anymore. After watching those kids get sick, it's just too hard. I can't help but feeling like as the town doctor, I've failed. Does that make me a victim of the curse too? I've done my own research into the subject to try and make sense of it. Have you ever heard of a ghost giving people cancer? My belief is that Elias Abel's curse can be attributed to natural causes. It's true that the rocky soil in the lost settlement made it hard to grow crops. Food shortage led to famine, and famine led to contagious disease. But the cancer cases plaguing this town today, that's gotta be something else. Apart from the fishermen riding in boats, they probably have to worry about tides because they got pushed around. Get pushed around. Thanks, Doctor. I think it's the cat and Hester. Snookums and Hester. That's it, Cleo. We've talked to all 7 people in the village. But the 8th suspect is still at large. You might as well report back to Detective Dudley. Not yet. I don't observe anything suspicious about the lighthouse beacon. Maybe it will become important later. Wait, no, I need to get my dog treat. 19 out of 40. A suspect is still at large. Okay, let's return to the bridge. I wonder if Detective Dudley has had any better luck finding the suspicious stranger. Let's ask. Okay, he's just right down here. Good assistance, Detective. I've got him, and I'll take it from here. Young man, I'm arresting you for the murder of... Hold on, I can explain my actions. I guess I have no choice now. Detective Dudley, why don't you let me speak to the suspect first? We still don't know that he's the killer. He was seen near the crime scene, and he's been hiding from the police. That's enough proof for me. I'm sorry. I'll talk. Please give me a chance. Alright, Detective Guy, go ahead, but I'm not letting him leave the area. But before I talk to you, I gotta go get more dog treats. We've got 20! Excuse me. Cool dog, I wonder if she'd get along with Hester. He knows about Hester. This is Roy Parker, the stranger. He knew about Hester. I'm deeply sorry for making things so difficult. I'll tell you everything now. Suspect added to case file. Roy Parker, the victim's boyfriend.
I knew it.
I'm no stranger. My name is Roy Parker. But then, if he's Roy Brayshaw, why didn't Jill say that he was Roy Brayshaw?
He's Roy Parker.
Or Roy Parker. But if he's Roy Parker, why didn't Jill say that's who that was in the store? Because he was standing in the store with her right when we walked in.
Maybe she technically didn't know he was there. I have no idea.
He's kind of just standing right out in the open.
Sus.
I came here to visit her last night. Pearl and I had been together for a while, and I wanted to see her. I showed up at her cottage late last night as a surprise.
Sure does know a lot about Hester.
Everyone knew her as E-Girl Pearl because of her social media limelight. She kept me a secret from fans. It was hard for me. All these fans on the internet doting on her to put a strain on our relationship. Finally, some obsessed stalker fan found out about me and then they doxed her. She constantly got harassed by angry fans. If only I could have protected her. Pearl and I used to go ghost hunting for her stream. Who do you think held the camera for her? The camera, that's it. Where is Pearl's camera now?
Oh, yeah. True.
Now you'll see why I've been hiding. When I found her dead body, I knew I'd be suspected. Jill said that Pearl had gone out to meet someone. She was vague about the details. Jealously, I assumed it must have been another guy, so I went out looking for Pearl. Somehow, I stumbled into Gallows Point. That's where I found her. There I was, standing over my girlfriend's dead body. My first thought was that she'd killed herself, seeing that rope around her neck. But that didn't seem like the Pearl I knew. When I looked closer at the rope, it didn't seem right. That's when it hit me. I realized what a jealous rage I was in. I didn't know what to do. I realized that it looked like I had the motive and opportunity. So I fled from the scene of the crime and I went into hiding. I didn't kill Pearl Brayshaw in a jealous rage, Detective. Pearl's camera memory chip stores the footage from each of her shoots before she uploads it. You should look for Pearl's camera. She usually took her camera with her. She might have recorded something important. Pearl's new expensive camera was in her bedroom back on the cottage. It's probably still on the tripod. Come with me, I'll take you there. Oh no, you're not going anywhere. What if you run away again? We still don't know you're not the killer. Very well, Jill should be done with her work shift at the coffee shop now. If you go to the cottage, she'll let you in. Please, Detective, find Pearl's camera. It's the only way to show I'm innocent.
How do you know? So he found all the suspects.
Whoa.
I don't think it's a boyfriend. I agree with you. Hearing the drama of being harassed is much like what we've seen with the most recent YouTubers.
Beware of my curse. In this part of the story, our detectives may get ambushed by the ghost of Elias Abel while exploring.
Oh no.
Elias Abel's ghost will chase you. If the ghost catches you, something bad will happen, so watch out.
I would do easy. How do we escape from the ghost?
You go to green thing.
Okay.
I don't like this. Okay, so now we can go to the house.
Which was in... We're getting there.
Uh-huh.
Oh. It's rope.
It's some antique rope. This was like the same frayed tattered rope that was found around Pearl Brayshaw's neck.
Ruh-roh, I think it's a fisherman.
Hey, don't make a mess in my warehouse. I guess it is kind of a mess already. Oh my gosh, it's the ghost.
Uh-huh.
Phew, never mind. You two startled me.
I was expecting a boss battle like you would fight the ghost.
Do you believe me now, Detective? I warned you. My ancestors were part of the Puritan mob during the witch trials, after all. You won't see me set one foot outside in this accursed night. This area is haunted in colonial times, or was haunted in colonial times, and is haunted now. How can I restore the glory of my family business when I'm living in constant fear of this ghostly curse? How many times do I have to tell you? She was killed by Elias Abel's ghost. Wait a second.
It's probably the fisherman.
So if it's so haunted to go out at night, how come Camilla, Todd, and them were just so casually fine walking around in the middle of the night?
Yeah, staying out really late.
First the fish in my bay got sickly, then those kids got sick, now Pearl Brayshaw's death. The rope found on her body matches the rope found here in your warehouse. Pearl Brayshaw was hanged by a vengeful ghost from the witch trials. Go ahead and lock me up for if you think I'm crazy. I don't have to listen to this.
Uh-huh.
Give me your dog treat. We can't find clues. I'm like afraid of
If
this
there's
ghost.
a ghost. Run! He's coming after you! He's coming for you.
What is it? Examining him. Jill Harding's diary.
I've told him here before. 2 months ago, I betrayed my best friend.
Oh,
I was the one who doxed Pearl and leaked the photo of her boyfriend online.
Oh no!
Whoa! It's not fair that she gets to have all these fans and also have a great relationship.
Oh, jealousy.
Last month, some jealous, petty friend I am. Pearl is moving in with me here. I haven't told her what I did. I see how much she cares for her fans. At least Pearl being here will break up the monotony of my boring job. This month, if I had a devoted guy like Roy Parker, I'd treat him better than she does. Pearl hasn't paid the rent. She bought that expensive camera for her stream instead. I can't let Pearl find this diary, so I'm gonna take it with me to work. I hope I don't lose it. Uh-huh. Interesting.
You still here?
Assume so.
I can't go up there.
Careful, I might follow you.
That's a good point. I didn't know if you were.
So, what, the jealousy? Yeah. Wait, where did we need to go now? We need to go one over, right?
Well, no,
That
like,
yeah.
yeah, but I'm kind of curious to go into
The church.
these places at night.
Fair.
Like, is father still here? No. I'm just curious because there was the book in Jill's room.
True. But it did say we needed to go to her cottage. That made you scared. You're gonna have to, like, get out. Where is he, though? Uh-oh.
Juked!
Oh, yeah, there he is.
Dude, there's a ghost in your church.
Cleo, stay out of the holy water.
What brings you to my church at this late hour? A ghost? My faith will keep me safe from any devilish ghost. I'll never doubt again. Dude, he's literally just walking around in your church. I vowed to stay alive so I can perform the communion ceremony for Tanya's sick brother next week. Oh, okay.
Boy, that mouse was scary. Yeah.
Did you kill her? No, detective. I didn't touch Pearl.
Or her camera? What does he know about Pearl's camera?
I'll admit that I think it's blasphemous for her to talk to young, impressionable minds on the internet about ghosts. The Bible says, "Thou shalt not kill," and I take the word of God very seriously.
Uh-huh. Uh-oh.
Dude.
He did say the easy mode was fairly easy. I didn't want to do hard.
I wanted to do hard.
You want to do hard?
Okay, here. We're gonna put you over here. Yep.
Smart. You're gonna go up, right? Yeah. He runs faster when you're on hard.
Does he?
Yeah.
I wonder if there's a jump scare if you... Oh. I'm trying to talk to you.
Please keep quiet. Suspecting the priest? Yeah. Why would Michael have possession of... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, why would the pastor know about the camera?
Fancy meeting you here, detective.
Recent graves. These fresh graves are the graves of my former patients. I tried my best to help them, but I was unable to find a cure.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. I don't want to squish you.
Okay.
Sometimes all of that death can make you feel numb. The despair can be overwhelming. Some of them were neighborhood kids, and they were my friends. Now all I can do is talk to their spirits at night. Huh. That's why people say I wander around the cemetery at night. This is my way of making peace with the dead. Cancer killed these poor children, not some ghostly curse. I hope you've got the brains to get to the bottom of this mystery. You know, your determination and tenacity have inspired me, Detective, both of you. You and Cleo aren't giving up on solving this case, and I won't give up on being the doctor for this town. I'm still gonna do everything I can to help this village. No more hiding. Hi, Exit. Hi, Noctis the Bogwitch. Welcome. How are you doing? Do you really think I'd harm that sweet girl? I have to admit, when she started asking me about what happened to my patients, it made me very uncomfortable. I had to snap at her to shut that invasive camera off. But no, the village has already seen too many young people dying before their time.
I have a question. How come I'm the only one?
Welcome. Why are you the only one? Wait, do I have to go that way for the houses?
No, we do. I was just curious if there's anything up here.
Gotcha.
I still don't know why I'm the only one running into this ghost guy.
I don't know.
Okay, we're fine here too.
Wood Lane. That's her house, right? Yeah.
Give me your dog treats. Uh-oh, it's not on the tripod.
Found a clue.
This is Pearl Brayshaw's camera tripod, but there's no camera. Where's the camera? Maybe her roommate Jill knows something about the camera's whereabouts.
Unless the Pearl... That's what I'm saying. Like, how would he have her camera at all? Another clue?
The diary.
2 months ago. I'm learning that being famous isn't all it's cracked up to be. Ever since that picture of Roy and I got leaked on social media, the harassment doesn't end. They even found out where I live. Last month, I've decided to leave the city and move in with my friend Jill in her small village of Cape Crescent. There's a local legend about a witch trial ghost, which would be fun to investigate for the stream. Awesome. I'm still getting hate mail from possessive parasocial fans. This whole thing feels like a witch hunt of its own. Unfortunately, I'm the witch. This month, I used the rent money to buy that expensive camera. I shouldn't have done that. Jill is right to be annoyed. Hester's new pink dog toy that I bought recently got lost too. I've searched all over the cottage and the yard, but it's nowhere to be found. Ooh.
Interesting.
There's no camera on the tripod? Yeah. A person wouldn't be living in a home with a possible crime scene. Evidence tampering? Yeah, exactly. Fortunately, it looks like I found a way to make some money quickly, but I'm not sure if it's the right thing to do. Ooh. Even in spite of everything, I'll still do anything for my fans. If it wasn't for them, I'd still be slinging lattes. I owe it to my fans to be a positive role model. How would those kids out there feel if they knew I did this? I'm not sure what to do.
What if Pearl faked her death?
That's her last entry. I don't know. How's your dog? Yeah.
Good evening. Oh, wait,
Good evening, Detective. Pearl's bedroom is on the left. You're looking for Pearl's camera? She's always kept it on the tripod in her bedroom. I don't know what Pearl saw at the library, but something strange is going on in this village. I came straight home when my work shift ended, and I'm not going outside until daylight. I want to live long enough to do something with my life besides work a boring job. Yeah. I'm gonna find a way to make a difference like Pearl did. I heard that the police caught Roy Parker trying to leave town. I don't know. Come on, Detective. Pearl was my roommate and best friend. You think I'd kill her just because the rent was late?
yes.
Alright, I admit it. I was super jealous of her. She had a great boyfriend and she treated him like crap. I'd kill for a guy who treated me like Roy treated her. Wait, you just said you would kill for him. Oops, that came out all wrong. I didn't mean it like that. Yeah. You saying Pearl's camp... Last night when I opened the door to this cottage, Pearl's dog Hester came bounding outside. It was the dog!
It's always the dog. Well, but just that the dog toy went missing as well.
Yeah. The dog had something in her mouth. It must have been the camera.
Oh, convenient.
Hester ran east down the street in the direction of the cemetery. Maybe the camera is still there.
Freshly dug up dirt.
Do you think Pearl might have recorded a clue on her camera?
I don't know. Do you hope that she didn't, Jill?
Yeah. Really?
Okay, so there's some other...
Yeah, you have to go down and then around.
I do appreciate that it gives me the music. But I know that he's here.
Yeah, me too.
Hello.
Oh, there's a doggy bag.
Give me your food. 25 out of 40.
Maybe the dog knows something. Yeah, we've been joking that it's Hester the entire time.
Well, please don't knock over my houseplant, sweetie. Hester, Cleo would never.
I hope you can solve this case soon and without drawing too much attention. I'm staying in here with my plants. Whatever we saw last night, it can't mean anything good.
Something's very suspicious.
The dog
It's gotta
definitely
be the
knows
dog.
something. Yeah. Okay. My ancestor drowned near the lost settlement because of the curse. I'm not messing around with any local legends today. I'm planning to write a new chapter of the town history book when this is all over. Interesting. Just keep the press out of our nice, quiet community, all right? Nice, quiet community? There's a dead girl in your freaking park. I heard that the police apprehended that outsider. The description matches the guy I saw last night. Have they charged him with anything yet? Why is she, like, happy about it? I assure you that I didn't have anything to do with Pearl Brayshaw's death. I wasn't thrilled about the idea of her making videos in the lost settlement and getting millions of views. I grew up in Cape Crescent, and all I want is for this town to stay nice and quiet like it's always been. Now that the news of her murder is going to appear in the headlines, I suppose it doesn't matter either way.
It's fair.
Yeah. That's true.
Are you over here or are you on the other way?
I guess you're on the other way. But we can go in there now.
Hey, Todd. Don't mind if I take your food?
Yeah, the doggy bags. We still have 14 more. Metal detector.
Ooh, that's going to be useful because the camera.
Camera.
But I know what we need it for. The camera. Hey, Todd. Hey, down girl, I'm not a clue, or at least I don't think I am. Good evening, detective. What's new? What news of the case? This whole ordeal has made me into a believer. I value my life, so I'm staying away from the lost settlement. Of course, I'll do what I can to help rebuild this community. I heard that the police have found a suspicious person. Did they make an arrest? I didn't kill Pearl Brayshaw. I wanted to hire her. My firm has been looking for a fresh young face to appear in our infomercial videos. E-Girl Pearl could have been our perfect commercial pitch girl. She turned my offer down, cold turkey though. That girl didn't have any kind of sense for money. That's probably what the quick money was.
Yeah, so maybe she turned him down. You're gonna see if it like random resets? Oh, it did.
Yeah, it did it one other time when I went in and out.
You're funny.
Well, there's only one way that he would have been.
Yeah, that's true.
I won't do it anymore. It's not fair.
It is fair.
You know what? I'm gonna go do it.
No. Walk, because what if he's at the cemetery? We have to go back to the cemetery anyway, so. So did we take the metal detector with us or no?
No, we didn't.
Okay.
We'll have to go back there.
Smells like a motive. Yeah. He's mad at her for not doing the thing. Alright.
So
Well, we're safe.
Go down here and look.
There's also, we haven't gone to the beach yet.
No, we haven't. I'm just curious if there's any other clues, but these all look the same.
Yeah, they
Thing is if he's here, then they won't show any clues. Yeah, so like,
do. You have to technically keep, yeah. Okay. That's fine. That bird freaked me out for a second. Oh?
ooh. Good job, Cleo.
Is that the camera?
Yeah, it looks like a piece of
Wood?
And some waterlogged wood that must have drifted ashore this evening.
With a dog. Sense of smell.
It looks like part of some kind of makeshift barge that was floating out in the bay. Oh, it doesn't. Maybe the woman in the cemetery saw something. She wasn't there anymore.
No, it was the girl. It was the 15-year-old girl that saw the barge in the bay that night.
Oh, that was true. But what I'm saying is Enos was walking around in...
We can go up one more.
But she was walking around in the cemetery, but then she was gone when we went back there.
No, she was still there. She was hiding behind the tree.
Oh, was she?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Wait, let's see if we can go... Lies! Can we go in the lighthouse now?
We could always go in the lighthouse. I went in here before.
Oh, did you? Oh, you're right.
But now we can't.
Oh, but there's Tanya.
Hey, Tanya. Hey, I'm thinking.
I can see all the way to the village center looking here to the south. It makes me think. I came here to get a closer look at the lighthouse, but that's not what I saw last night. I know it's dangerous here at night, but I've got to help Pearl like she helped me. The light shining toward the library window was something different. You're asking me if I killed E-Girl Pearl? No way, I'm her biggest fan. Yeah. I admit that I followed her home from the library, and I waited behind her cottage. I may be a bit of a creepy stalker, but not killer kind of creepy. Yeah.
The lighthouse is locked. Dr. Key must be out somewhere. Okay.
Gotta juke him. So, open up the map really quick. We've gone all over there. Have we gone to like 2 and 1? Maybe we should go back to where the murder happened. And because we've already been through the coffee shop. See, Keen's right there still.
Oh, let's do it. Okay.
Okay. You'll never believe what I saw. Sorry. It's funny you should mention looking for a camera. You'll never believe what I saw. Earlier tonight, the dog came through the cemetery carrying a camera in its mouth. Her collar said Hester.
Where's Hester been this entire time?
True.
We haven't seen Hester.
So I took the dog's camera to the library. That way Camilla Crescent could put it in the lost and found. Camilla looks like she was just about to close up for the night. So now back to the library? Run! Oh, he's here too?
I couldn't get in there.
Yeah, she did say she was gonna close up. We haven't seen Hester in quite some time. Open the map again?
I was just gonna go back to her house and talk to her.
Who?
Because Camilla. Because she's in 22.
Right.
You know what's interesting? The ghost hasn't been on this part of the map at all.
What do you mean? The Puritan Cemetery? He was there the first time we went. He was. He's trying to spawn him.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
What side? Do you mean just this zone?
I think right here. Oh my goodness. Like, look at them. Look at that hair.
Look at that hair.
Look at that hair.
Yeah. You think it's her? The doctor?
Potentially.
She's the one that's trying to cure the kids. Have you thought about doing a review on this game? We'll definitely do a review. Yeah, we the developers were nice enough to provide us this both today's game and tomorrow. We kind of put out a Twitter post and said, okay, we're looking to review some spooky games and we're gonna stream them. So we're doing the stream and then we'll formulate a review as well. You say you're tracking down a missing camera? Yes, actually, I have seen a camera. Dr. Keem brought me a lost camera just before the library closed, but it wasn't really lost at all. Gordon Coulter recognized it and thanked me for finding his camera. He took it with him back to his fish warehouse. I think it's the fisherman.
Gordon.
I know, I'm telling you.
But at the same time, all I'm saying is... Look,
Could be multiple people.
I'm saying, but she said that Enos said that Gordon said thanks for finding the camera. But I think it's Enos, because every time we come to this place...
Do you think maybe those
Enos,
two are covering it up? Maybe Camilla and Enos are working together? That could be.
Look.
No, he was down by the Church of Good Voyage before.
No, I know he was down here. I'm saying he was never here.
Do you think he's never going to be where Dr. Enos is?
Yeah, it's kind of like I've never seen me and Batman in the same room together, you know?
You're saying you're Batman?
I'm saying...
You're not Batman?
I'm not Batman.
Can't wait through a few. Okay. We're really scared for tomorrow's game, if we're being honest. You You almost got it.
Not even close. I gotta go up here.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of Enos. Oh, what camera? I've got a witness who can place you with the victim's camera earlier tonight. Do I need to remind you that I'm investigating a murder? Alright, I'll tell the truth. I needed the money. You want to know how desperate I am? I borrowed Todd Beckett's metal detector to comb the beach for lost jewelry. I lied to Camilla Crescent and said the camera was mine. I was going to sell it. Good, then give me the camera now. It's evidence. I can't. The camera's gone. I lost it. I went to the church. I set the camera down on the pew. I turned my back for a moment and it was gone. Because Father did know about the camera. I'm sorry I lied earlier, but that's all I know. Maybe the camera's still at the church.
We're getting rung around. Coming for you.
I kind of want to see what happens if I get caught.
Should save the game before you do that, though.
What if it's scary?
I don't know.
Should we try it?
If you want.
What if something spooky happens?
I don't know. Then something spooky happens. Well, he's not. Okay, well, now he's there, so don't get caught. What happened? Oh, it just moved you back here? Either the priest or the fisherman. Or both, yeah. Confidence for the fisherman. That's it? Maybe because we're on easy mode.
Maybe.
They did say there's more of a penalty for getting caught in hard.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I said that I was a big baby and wanted easy.
Hello, Father Michael Wheeler, a.k.a. Camera Thief.
Yeah.
Gordon Cutler says he lost his camera here in the church. The only other soul to come in here tonight was young Tanya Nichols. I agreed to perform a special communion rite for Tanya's poor brother in the hospital. I saw Tanya leave in the direction of the lighthouse. I don't believe you.
We're getting wrung around. We're just getting hung out to dry. Nobody takes us seriously.
Telling you, the ghost has never been on this part of the map.
It's true. I could see her and Camilla working together.
And 2 times I've been here, the ghost wasn't here either. Hello, Tanya Nichols. You're looking for E-Girl Pearl's camera?
I saw that fisherman with it in church. I recognized her camera from social media. People shouldn't take other people's belongings, especially not E-Girl Pearl's. So I did what any good biggest fan would do. When his back was turned, I swiped it and ran away. Oh no, I don't have the camera anymore. Oh my gosh! I saw someone coming and I got nervous. I thought it might have been him chasing after me. So then I buried the camera in the sand at the beach to hide it from him, you know? Honestly, I don't even remember where I buried it. You and your dog will have to dig up that whole beach. I'm really sorry. Was the camera a clue? What?
Great, Pearl's camera is lost somewhere under the beach.
Maybe when you get caught, you die on hard
Sand.
mode?
What are we gonna do now, Cleo? Wait a second, Gordon Cutler said something about a metal detector. After his business suffered, he used Todd Beckett's metal detector to comb the beach for valuables. Maybe we could borrow Todd Beckett's metal detector to help find the camera. Come on, Cleo, let's go find Todd Beckett and get a hold of that metal detector.
So now we go back to Todd's house.
You're giving me the old runaround.
I know. This is Scooby-Doo to the truest extent.
Never seen a fisherman in church? I've never seen a ghost on Cape Crescent Puritan Cemetery, that's all I'm saying.
I agree with you. I don't know. It's getting a little sus.
Our leads are going dry. Well,
I
we at least
know.
know where the camera is.
Maybe. What if we search the whole beach?
And we find a ring, and then we're like, wait, you said you didn't find anything on this beach.
It's true.
Hey, I need that. You want to borrow my metal detector? Go ahead and take it from my office, Detective. I already told you I'd do anything I can to help. Yes, of course, by all means. Good luck with the investigation. I like Todd. He's just a rich guy.
I think he already gave it to you. No? Oh, no.
It's a metal detector. Gordon Cutler mentioned that he borrowed it to look for trinkets on the beach. Cleo, this is just what we need. We can use it now to search the beach for Pearl Brayshaw's missing camera. Let's do this.
It's a Puritan cemetery. Maybe they use holy water. That's true.
That's fair.
Maybe they catch holy fish.
Holy fish?
Yeah. It's a fisherman in church. So
I
they
guess
gotta
it's
be
for-
holy fish.
Where's Hester? Okay, this is a problem.
I know, we saw her in every map. She was transporting around, and now the dog's missing? Who
Hester's
killed the
ghost.
dog?
All I'm saying, never ever in the cemetery.
You're not wrong.
Let's use the metal detector to search the beach for the victim's camera. It'll beep louder as we get closer. You'll have to listen carefully, Cleo.
Hester has been suspiciously missing, yes.
This is Eagle Pearl's webcam. Finally, now we can see what's on it. Great work, Cleo. Let's take the camera back to the bridge and show Detective Dudley.
No, just say no.
Now that we've got Pearl's camera, let's go watch the footage with Detective Dudley. Hey, Roy, did Detective Dudley leave anytime since we were here?
Yeah.
The camera, you've got it. Good work, detectives. Alright, let's go watch the victim's footage.
Dang it, I'm almost out of battery power already. Oh well, here goes. What's up everyone? This is E-Girl Pearl. I'll continue streaming Paladin Dream later this week. But first, tonight, I've got something special for everybody watching. I'm here exploring a spooky ghost town somewhere in a small village. This place has supposedly been cursed since colonial times, but I haven't seen anything surprising yet. Oh my gosh, what is that? No way, I don't believe it. Ouch, that's the end of my camera battery life.
Looks like Pearl found something that startled her. What was it?
Maybe the ghost is
Detective Dudley, I think it's time that Cleo and I explored the lost settlement. At night? Yes, Pearl Brayshaw went in there at night. That settles it then. You have my permission to enter the lost settlement. But if something happens to you in there because of your own foolishness, it's your own fault.
Uh-oh.
Just be careful, Cleo.
Yeah.
So where is it?
I think it's right. Wait.
One.
No, that's Gallows Point. Wait. So yeah, maybe then.
I'm gonna talk to her real quick. Maybe he'll like.
Oh. Rip.
I made a mistake.
Can you walk past them? Is it like down?
Well, maybe.
No, okay.
Maybe it's to the right.
I think it is to the right. I think it's up and to the right.
I mean, like the right.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, I'll go.
Oh. You're gonna try and juke him. Nice.
Get wrecked, ghost guy. Or girl.
Yeah. So, see if there's any dog bags to the right, though. Maybe that's a bad idea, but...
Nope, it's not the other way to go.
Oh, there's a key!
key. I wonder what this is for.
It's the, yeah.
Could be the church tower key. Should I go back there, do you think, first?
No, let's finish explaining first.
But what if it's important?
But what if we miss something that we can only do at night? Go up there. Oh.
It's Officer Erickson. I'll be keeping an eye on things here. Despite what Detective Dudley says, I don't want to see you in trouble. Detective Erickson. Oh, it's dark. It is dark up here.
Dog treats.
Yes.
No, run. Yeah. Remind me of old desktop. Yeah, computers.
What is this?
A rock.
Okay. So more
More
dark
dog
treats.
treats,
Yeah. It's really dark in some places.
Mm-hmm. Like the cattail's mine.
Ooh, a boat!
Ooh.
It's a small fishing boat, like Gordon Cutler would use for his business. He's the only fisherman in this village.
Oh.
When I spoke to Mr. Cutler, he said he was unable to work because the fish here show signs of sickness. So what's his fishing boat doing here in the lost settlement?
Sus. Fisherman sus.
It's the deer! Disappeared like ghost. It's Hester!
Hester!
We found you! Why did Hester get in the lost settlement? Did Hester have strangled her owner?
What?
You're right, Cleo. The suggestion is totally ridiculous. I don't think it is. I think it's Hester.
You think? This place is big.
Whoa.
Oh, is there any doggy bags behind that tree? No.
I see. There's some right here. Do I want to go in there yet, though? But there's more doggy bags.
Look
More
around.
clues. Okay, let's go.
The suspense is killing me. Yeah.
It's amazing that Elias Abel's chapel is still standing, considering that the building is from colonial times. Hey, food.
There's a spider.
Is that a spider?
Yeah.
Eat it.
Blue?
This old parchment has a message from colonial times inscribed on it.
Before the settlement was lost, the holy relic was embossed. To find the long forgotten prize, look the angel in the eyes. I think I remember the statue.
Yeah, in the
Like,
basement of the other one.
there's no way a dog could strangle someone without blood involved. I still either the fisherman or Hester. I'm actually pretty sold on maybe like the fisherman and I think it's two people. I don't think it's just one person.
Never just one.
Yeah, I feel like this is a little sus. Oh, what'd you find right here? Oh, there you go. Abandoned Puritan settlement. More doggy bags. We only have 8 more. Oh, 7.
Man, these people from colonial times sure did have a lot of dog treats.
I know, right? What's this? We found a whole spooky spot. More dog treats.
It's
Spooky cave.
Oh. Oh, this is where she was standing.
You're right. Underwater cave.
Oh. Now you're my prisoners. You'll never reveal my secret. That rock fell in the mouth of the cave. We're stuck inside. You're right, Cleo. We got it. 15 minutes to find all the clues and escape before high tide comes in. We better hurry.
We have literally a 15-minute timer. Oh,
One clue there. Hey, it's a dog toy.
Ooh.
It's Hester. Sorry, Hester said it right. Both of them. No, Cleo, this toy is not for you. It's a clue. Alright. One clue down. I know there's another way, like to the left. That was back there. Good. Found a clue. It's a fancy fountain pen that an important business person would use. Beckett Chemicals. Todd Beckett. Beckett, that must be Todd Beckett's chemical firm.
Hester was reincarnated as a person. Okay, so you got to go to the left side. Oh.
Food!
Yep. Oh, oil chemicals.
These are barrels of toxic waste buried in this cave. This explains a lot. The infertile soil, the poisoned fish, the local children with cancer. These barrels of toxic waste are the true curse on the lost settlement. Someone has gone through a lot of trouble to keep this horrible secret hidden. I think we've seen all we need to see in this cave. Let's go back to the entrance, see if we can figure a way out. I say 15 minutes kind of seem generous.
Yeah. But
Unless
usually
there's
you want to
something
be more
else.
generous than that.
Hester, what is it?
Hello?
Hello? Detective Guy Cleo, is that you? Yes, we're trapped behind this rock that fell in the cave. Don't worry, help is on the way. Thanks, Hester. God just saved your lives. You two are very lucky. Hester kept barking at me until I followed her to the spot where you were trapped. We've got to bring Pearl's killer to justice for Hester. There must still be a clue we haven't found somewhere in the lost settlement.
So we have one more clue in this area to find. What?
Maybe.
The cave's done.
Yeah.
Go to the right more.
You two have meddled in my affairs for the last time. You shall suffer the eternity curse of the lost settlement.
So he's now in the settlement somewhere.
I'm leaving.
But they said there was a clue still.
I know.
You don't want to find it?
Okay.
What the heck?
I think I figured out this whole mystery. I know who killed Pearl Brayshaw and how it was done. Time to go meet Detective Dudley. Oh, hello there, Cleo. I missed you too. What? What's going on? You two look like you've just seen a ghost. Officer Bailey. Look, there's a tree here now.
We haven't gone like up there either.
I just want to go back to the church first before I go back and solve it.
I know, but I was just
Yeah.
looking for dog treats. I think there's, so we only have 3 more. Ooh, this was the angel clue.
Oh, this is
Yeah.
his statue.
Wait.
We've already read
Okay.
this. That was like the first thing that we
Yeah.
see. More treats.
More doggy treats. Oh, there's one more? Yeah, I definitely agree. We should go to the church. Narrowing it down to one person? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the so it sounds like it's Todd Beckett.
The business guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds like she turned him down and maybe she figured out what he was doing.
More treats. Guess we're just missing one.
Heck yeah. Maybe it'll be in that room that we unlock in the church. Makes sense. He's freaking here.
That's interesting. The key I found fits the lock. Let's see what's up here.
Did I
Look at
accidentally
this.
solve it early?
We found 40 of 40.
Heck yeah.
Telescope. Somebody
telescope.
must have used this to spy on someone or something. Let's see what we can find looking through the telescope with the coordinates of that piece on that piece of paper. It's gonna be a jump
110
scare.
degrees southeast, 10.
Due north is here, so. Transport towards a lost settlement. It's too dark to see anything now.
Maybe during the day.
Yeah. I think we could have seen it earlier.
But we couldn't have gone in the last settlement earlier.
I think we never went to the right at the beginning. I think we could have found the key earlier. The last thing is the,
But we didn't have permission to go in there.
No, but it wasn't in the lost settlement. It was to the right. We just never walked over there.
You're right. You're right.
You're right, Cleo. This must be the angel described on that old parchment described.
We passed out.
Stand in the center of the cross made of grass, and the terror of the 7 ghosts shall pass.
You're probably like
I'm looking for.
yeah, the grass with like a cross on it. Maybe. Oh. This is a big area. He said, stand at the center of the grass. I'm assuming we'll interact. There will be something to interact with.
Maybe we're just standing directly in the center of it.
Let's still go like up. Oops. Cross made of grass.
Oh. We can't.
What do you mean?
Like, it just made me go back into it immediately.
Okay, okay. We're looking for a cross made of grass. I'm assuming this area just loops until you find it.
That's what I'm thinking.
I would go up. I feel like you've already done that. And then like walk to the left. Go down first, that seems smart. Ah! They're after us! Big patch of grass. Heck,
I don't know, I'm just like seeing if the grass like points me in a direction. It's interesting.
I feel like. Oh, well, the game crashed.
Oh no!
All right. That's fine.
Do we want to try that again?
Maybe?
Oh.
Oh, it's
That's
gonna
what
make
it
you.
is.
I don't.
I think I went too far in one direction and it like made the
I
game.
think you should either just like walk, yeah, and then like go up and then do that. Uh-oh, that's one problem. Yeah. Oh, sorry. And then once it seems like, yeah, because it seems like it repeats pretty quickly. I feel like we've seen all these patches of grass.
Interesting.
It's not letting you change to the dog.
That already was the dog and then
Oh, I see what you're thinking. Kind of like,
I've already seen that grass patch before.
that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of ghosts up there. I wonder if you can't see it because you are the dog, aren't the dog.
Well, it was the dog for the first part of it.
I know. Like, there was like a hint button. Interesting. Yeah, we've definitely gone past those patches. What the higgity heck?
Do you want to like look it up, maybe?
Yeah. By walking around. I'll see.
It's called like a mystic puzzle or something.
Oh, yeah,
Just say stand in the center of the cross made of grass and the terror of the seven ghosts shall pass. If you type that. Try zigzagging? Yeah, I might try that. Zigzag, zigzag, zigzag. Four across. Anyone seen a cross of grass? Nothing. Oh. Press,
No.
do you want to press F5? Interesting.
Crashed again.
Oh, it didn't actually.
Restart it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Probably just gonna continue, I guess, from the earlier save.
Yeah.
It's all the way from back here.
Uh-oh. Wait.
Is it crashing on a timer? No, that one was different. That one I pressed a button there. I don't know.
You could reload that save. This is.
Well, let me just like figure out what they do.
I saw that they got to the end of it. They were in it for a while too. You gotta find all the doctors again, though.
Yeah, but I know where they were roughly. Because this was, I found them all coming out of here.
Oh, it's literally just a tiny little patch.
Does it give anything interesting?
It's a reward for valor. Keep someone safe. Seems like maybe you protect somebody in the end. You have it? I've had games. I need to go to bed soon. Noctis, we're actually going to be ending stream soon too.
Try to solve.
Oh yeah, why don't we?
I get the dog treats.
Yeah.
I believe they were pretty much all on my way. Could be wrong.
I mean, I think we already technically
Better
got
ending.
the achievement.
Yeah, but I was
Yeah.
curious if it would.
It'll be a better ending.
Yeah.
That's what they said.
Yeah, it's okay. I'll just go ahead.
It doesn't look that hard to find it if you want to. Okay.
Dr. Detective Dudley began solving the case. No, we're not talking about the dog.
Poor
I'm gonna
dog.
remove the mouse off of the...
Oh, yeah.
The mystery is solved? Yes, sir. Cleo and I are ready. I really think you outsmarted me. Alright, I'll play along, because I think you will fail. What would you like me to do? Still a few small things I need to take care of, then I'll be waiting in the meeting room at the library. Where the Historical Society meeting was held, please make sure all 8 suspects are present. We'll have everything ready, just like you wanted, but it's your funeral. Explanation. This is getting outrageous. Just how much longer do you intend on keeping us as prisoners here?
Are you any closer to figuring out who killed E-Girl Pearl? Is there really a ghostly curse on our village, Detective?
Of course there is.
That's nonsense. I still don't believe it.
Thank you all for coming. I assure you that we're doing everything we can. What do you expect all of us to do? There's one more missing clue we're still trying to track down. I called you here to enlist your help. What clue? Pearl's camera.
Esther is there.
Just before her death, Pearl had recently bought an expensive new camera. We're searching for the old camera that she replaced. The victim had a second camera?
Oh, that's right. Pearl took her old camera with her when she left the house last night.
I also remember the camera she used on her stream before she moved here. Yes, where is it now? So you think one in our flock is hiding it? Are you going to arrest all of us?
I know where it is.
Hold up, you do?
Yes, I found it on the street and I recognized it, the camera from E-Girl Pearl's show, so I took it and hid it.
You hid it? Where?
I brought it to Gallows Point and I put it near the statue of Elias Abel. I wanted to keep it safe.
It's too dark to start hunting for it now. We'll have to wait until morning. I've had a really long day. All of you stay in your... Oh, sorry.
All of you stay in your homes until morning. It's dangerous to wander about all alone at night.
We'll conduct a thorough search of the area tomorrow. No, they're going to set an ambush because in the dead of night.
Yeah.
I've got to hurry and find that blasted camera before sunrise. Must be around here somewhere. How could I have been so foolish as to overlook her second camera? I don't see anything here. Where the devil is it?
The dog took it.
We've got him. Now, hit him with the lighthouse beacon. Ready. Freeze. We've got you surrounded. Curses. Good work, everyone. Got him.
Hester's there too.
Yeah, it wasn't Hester. Choose your difficulty level for answering questions about the case. Hard difficulty punishes you for wrong answer. I'm going in.
Okay.
Are you sure? Yes. Well, detective, you've got me taken aback. Who knew the reports of the ghost sightings were real? You still have me in the dark, though. Who is this costumed clown? Why did they kill Pearl Brayshaw? How was it done? What about the hideous thing everyone saw during the Historical Society meeting? Yes, I believe you, and Cleo still owe me an explanation. It was surprisingly simple once Cleo found all the right clues. Enlighten me.
It really is like a CD episode.
Pearl Brayshaw was killed because she discovered the murder's deep, dark secret. Absolutely anything was necessary to protect it. The secret lay in the heart of the area known as the Lost Settlement. You mean that spooky, sealed-off colonial ghost town with a curse on it? Pearl Brayshaw's murderer carefully guarded the secret through constant observation. They did their best to convince the already superstitious residents of Cape Crescent that it didn't exist. You found a telescope all right, but how did you know what they were looking at? Couldn't it have been anything? We found something written down that told us where they were looking at. This is what they used to orient the telescope.
Yeah, the coordinates.
Telescope coordinates, these scientific notes marked on an important area to the southeast of the church. While our murderer was spying, they were also careful to make sure nobody else spied on them. As a precaution, they stole this item to prevent anybody else from entering the church tower.
Yep.
The church tower key. The murderer stole the key to keep this telescope locked up and stop any intruders. But there was nothing to see in the Lost Settlement, nothing but forest ruins anyway. Dr. Keene, Todd Beckett, and Tanya Nichols took a walk in the Lost Settlement. None of them reported anything strange. That's because the murderer took them through the Lost Settlement at a time when they wouldn't see anything strange. Are you telling me that they used some kind of ghostly magic to hide something important? It wasn't magic at all. They used a very common tool, a tide table.
Yeah.
The tide table. The murderer brought witnesses into the Lost Settlement to confirm that there was nothing suspicious there. The group walked through the park at high tide and there was nothing to see. The murderer's secret was submerged by the ocean at high tide, but perfectly visible at low tide. That's what we saw when we watched the footage on her webcam. Pearl Brayshaw was in the Lost Settlement and she stumbled onto the killer's secret. Let's examine the legend of Elias Abel and the curse of the Lost Settlement. First, on Gallows Point, we learned that someone was hanged there during the witch trials. As I explored Cape Crescent, I found something that provided a detailed account on the cursed legend.
Yeah.
From reading the Historical Society books in the library, we learned the full story of Elias Abel. Before his death at the hands of the witch trials, he cursed the new settlement that was to be built on his land. The new village died out quickly, and the spooky history of the Lost Settlement was born. But what exactly were the characteristics of the supernatural curse? What did the curse do? I've read the books as well as you have. The new settlement died out due to disease, famine, and fear. Those phenomena are also possible to explain by natural causes. How's that? The rocky soil found in the area of the Lost Settlement was hard to farm and grow crops, which leads to a food shortage. The malnourished population from a lack of food is prone to disease outbreak. During the witch trials, the Puritans were a superstitious people, as we've seen from some of their descendants today. Today, the locals are also attributed more recent events to Elias Abel's curse. Gordon Cutler lamented the decline in his fishing business, which was caused by a more modern problem.
Poison fish.
Yeah. The poison fish in the Bay Coast, Gordon Cutler cost Gordon Cutler his livelihood as his family's fishing business struggled. He attributed the misfortune to Elias Abel's curse on the land. Dr. Enos Keene retired from her medical practice because of a recent local tragedy. Dr. Keene lost her confidence after the deaths of local children in her care due to cancer. After seeing the ghost of Elias Abel appear during the meeting at the library, she wondered if this was also due to the curse. The suffering even shook the faith of Father Michael Wheeler, priest of the Church of Good Voyage. Were these problems caused by a curse from the witch trials, or could there be another rational explanation? So you're saying that Pearl discovered the real causes? That's what was in the cave? When Cleo and I entered the underwater cave, we found this proof that Pearl Brayshaw had been there too.
The dog toy.
Is it?
Yeah, because you didn't find her camera there. The diary was in her room. The camera was on the beach. The drawing was behind her house. The tripod was in her room.
The dog toy. Cleo and I found it while exploring the cave. A telltale sign that Pearl and her dog Hester had been in the cave too. They'd found it. They found what? You keep saying there's the big secret in the cave that explains everything. Yes, exactly. So what's the secret? If Cape Crescent's problems today weren't caused by ghostly hocus pocus, then what's the reason?
Toxic waste barrels.
Toxic waste barrels. The hidden cave was full of biohazardous toxic waste barrels poisoning the community. Oh my goodness.
This is getting intense, yeah.
That explains everything. The poisoned fish, the cancer cases, and why it was so important to keep the secret. Now you're catching on. So then the murderer killed Pearl Brayshaw because she found the toxic waste barrels. Yes, sir. As the murderer looked on from atop the church tower, they saw Pearl enter the hidden cave. She had to be silenced. If you're so smart, who killed Pearl Brayshaw?
Are we going with Todd Beckett?
I think so.
Wait, you can go down more? I think Todd Beckett.
I think it's either Todd or Father just because of his location on the church. But I don't think it is.
I would say Todd.
I think it's Todd.
Yeah. I'd be wrong.
Pearl Brayshaw's killer is Todd Beckett. He hid the toxic waste produced by his chemical firm to avoid spending millions of dollars cleaning it up. You Bush League detectives won't stand a chance against my high-priced lawyers. I don't see my name written anywhere on those toxic waste barrels, do you? The coincidence that I run a chemical company doesn't prove that I had anything to do with the toxic waste dump. That's because I haven't yet mentioned the clue which puts you in the underwater cave.
Yeah, we did find the pen there, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The executive pen Cleo and I found your golden Beckett Chemicals fountain pen inside the cave. You hid your firm's toxic waste in the lost settlement, and then you killed Pearl Brayshaw because she discovered it. After the Historical Society meeting ended, Pearl went to Gallows Point for her planned meeting with Todd Beckett. Her roommate told me that after they argued about missed rent, Pearl left the cottage again. Jill told Pearl's boyfriend, Roy Parker, about it. Because of the secrecy, Roy mistakenly concluded that it was a romantic rendezvous, but she really saw Todd Beckett, who offered her hush money because of what he knew she found. Glad you could make it, e-girl Pearl. What do you think that was we saw through the library window? Was that scary enough for social media? I really have no idea, Mr. Beckett. You know, I've seen your videos, and you're quite marvelous on camera. Oh, thank you. Beckett Chemicals is Sorry, I'm reading her stuff.
Fine.
Is looking for a public face for our online video promotions. I believe you've got what it takes. We could even sponsor your stream, then you could finally afford to get some decent equipment. No more pesky troubles with a camera running out of juice. What do you say?
I'm not sure.
Pearl, I know you think you saw something in the lost settlement. You've been under an awful lot of pressure. Can you really be sure of what you saw, especially with all your financial troubles? Those bills keep piling up. What I'm saying is I can make all that go away. All you have to do is stick to gaming and leave investigations for real reporters.
No, I can't. I'm sorry, Mr. Beckett. I owe my fans the truth. Uh-oh.
Good, good. It's morally the right thing to do. Oh, but Pearl, I really think you made the wrong decision.
He killed her. Hey, let go. What?
There were some clues that suggested Pearl had met someone about the prospect of financial gains. In her diary, Pearl wrote something about a lucrative but questionable business opportunity. Fortunately, it looks like I've found... Oh, here.
Found a way to make some money quickly, but I'm not sure if it's the right thing to do. I owe it to my fans to be a positive role model. How would those kids out there feel if they knew I did this? I'm not sure what to do.
At the Cape Crescent Historical Society meeting, the security cameras captured the conversation when the ghost appeared.
My camera's dead.
I said I'd fix it. I'd fix it. Todd wasn't talking literally about Pearl's camera. He was looking to pay her off and urging her to consider his offer. That's what their conversation was really about. And we had it on camera. What exactly was that thing they all saw outside the library window?
A projection.
Is the ghost of Elias Abel really terrorizing Cape Crescent?
Hoax.
The ghost appearance at the library was an elaborate hoax set up by Todd Bucket. He did it to draw attention away from the real reason he killed Pearl Brayshaw, and to scare everyone in Cape Crescent away from the lost settlement.
This is just like Scooby-Doo.
This was the apparatus used to display the ghost image on the water, seen from the library window.
The driftwood barge, wasn't it? No.
I think it's this.
Think? She said it wasn't like what she saw, though. Remember she said she saw the barge out in the water?
Yeah. The driftwood barge. A floating barge was rigged up in the bay. It would be difficult to see at night. Todd got unlucky when Cleo and I found part of the barge washed up on the beach. Very well. Then why did Todd Beckett dress up in a costume like Elias Abel's ghost? Because he knew we were on his trail. He was desperate. Cleo and I had become a threat. If he could do away with us and make it look like the ghost, that might have ended the investigation. Todd was even brazen enough to trap us inside the underwater cave in the lost settlement. Cleo and I made a narrow escape with our lives. Esther. The whole story you've concocted, while incredibly entertaining, ignores one obvious fact, which is that I have an alibi. Camilla Crescent and Gordon Cutler both saw me leave the library and go home. My house is on the other side of Cape Crescent. The boat. If I had walked from my house back through the village center to Gallows Point, they'd have seen me. So I couldn't have killed E-Girl Pearl. He's got a point, Detective. There's no way he could have walked back to the crime scene unnoticed.
Yep, the boat.
That's because he didn't walk. Dun, dun, dun.
Mystery is really thought out and elaborate. I agree.
It's impossible. Are you daft? It's not impossible. It's blindingly obvious. How did Todd Beckett get into Gallows Point without being seen?
A ghostly hocus pocus. A boat.
He
Is
took
that like a mystery that's well
boat.
thought? Yeah, agreed.
Cape Crescent is situated on the Massachusetts coast, right on the ocean. It would have been easy for our murderer to move about unseen using a boat in the bay. Todd Beckett hid his boat oar near some piles of wood in hopes that he wouldn't find it and realize this simple idea. He'd have no trouble getting around our police roadblocks by sea. Todd Beckett intended to frame the naive and superstitious Gordon Cutler and if his plan to blame the curse hit a snag. By planting this item, if the police had ruled out superstition, then suspicion would have fallen on Gordon Cutler.
I think the
Antique
antique
rope.
rope. Yeah.
The antique rope. Todd befriended the struggling Gordon Cutler and allowed him to use his metal detector. This gave him ample opportunity to steal some of Cutler's rope from the fish warehouse. Since Cutler's business was no longer able to catch fish, he also borrowed his friend's boat to move around the bay. That way, Gordon Cutler was set up to take the fall for him.
Aw, man, poor Gordon.
That's good enough for me. Todd Beckett, I'm placing you under arrest for the crime of Pearl Brayshaw's murder. You no-talent hack detective. If you didn't have that clue-sniffing dog, the law wouldn't stand a sniff of a chance against me.
I love it. It's good.
E-Girl Pearl may have had a pretty face and a big heart, but she had no mind for business. I offered her a golden opportunity to fix her problems and she passed it up. If she'd only looked out for her own self-interest instead of trying to help every sad fool looking for a handout, then this all might have been avoided. Take him away.
Bad Todd.
Epilogue. The next day. That Cleo is one heck of a clue-sniffing dog. You're very lucky to have her.
I like it.
There's one thing that still bothers me about this case. Where was Pearl Brayshaw's second camera, the one you mentioned at the library? Our culprit was really concerned about the incriminating footage from the second camera, but I never saw any of it. There was no second camera. Oh, really? Well, that must be because...
I made it up.
That's because there was no second camera. It doesn't exist. I made the whole thing up. There's no second camera? It doesn't exist? You made it up? I did it to draw our ghost out in the open so we could catch him in the act. Well played. Before we assembled the suspects at the library, I spoke privately with Roy, Tanya, and Jill. Dr. Keene was in on it too. I instructed them to corroborate my story about the second camera to make sure it would be extra convincing. You know, Detective Guy,
yes.
I really owe you an apology for the shabby way I treated you on this case. The truth is that I know I'm not that great of a detective compared to you. I shouldn't have been so hostile. You've earned my respect. If we work together again, I promise. I accept, and it's okay. Let's order our food. Cleo found a total of 37 doggy bags while exploring Cape Crescent. Detective Dudley's treated a bowl of poutine. Not bad for a day's work. Hey, do you think Hester knew who killed Pearl Brayshaw the whole time?
I think that's a yes.
Around a month after the case ended, I received a letter in the mail from Camilla Crescent.
Uh-oh.
Detective Guy and Cleo, thank you so much for your help solving the affair. Oh, sorry, you can read this.
Affair of E-Girl Pearl's murder. We all appreciate your sleuthing skills and delicate handling with the public without you. It would have remained a hopeless, baffling mystery. Even with the aid of his high-priced lawyers, Todd Beckett was convicted and sentenced for Pearl Brayshaw's murder. You got him. Cleo did a miraculous job finding the clues, and you were brilliant in explaining why each clue was important. E-Girl Pearl's fans everywhere are incredibly grateful for what you were able to bring her, that you were able to bring her murderer to justice. Your masterful detective work will live on in Cape Crescent local legend. Oh yeah, we're local legends. Thanks for everything again. And look, Cleo, sorry.
No, you got it.
They all signed the back. Hester too.
Well, that does it. How nice. Now I finally have some time to relax and play video games.
I like it.
Ugh, not again. Hello?
Detective Guy, Cleo, we need your help. There's been, let me guess, a murder!
Let me guess.
Yeah, murder. I like it. The third one, I think, is coming out by the end of the year, so we'll definitely have to play that one, too. That'll be fun.
That was cool.
And this is the second one. There is the first one. The first one actually just came out on Switch, so if you guys like it and need something to play on your Switch, you can play the first one, too. Sussed him out immediately. Yeah, I figured it was probably either the business guy, the fisherman, or the priest was kind of sus.
I don't know. He was so cooperative and helpful. I didn't think it was him.
Todd?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what you always do. Because if you look like you're uncooperative, it throws.
We
it
all
throws
know who
us.
it was. It was Hester. Don't let Hester convince you guys otherwise.
Yeah.
It was
she framed-
Hester.
She framed the guy. Yeah. It was good. I liked it. This definitely wasn't like bad scary. I'm terrified for tomorrow night because tomorrow is like bad scary. So this was a nice gentle start, but I like it. It's fun. It was really good. It was definitely felt like playing Scooby-Doo, which I enjoyed. I love murder mysteries.
Yeah, that was fun.
So, yeah. Well, we're gonna definitely call it for stream, but this was fun. You can definitely expect a review from us within the next week or two. We're doing our best to get
Yes,
videos
indeed,
out.
Hester.
It's indeed Hester. It's definitely Hester. I agree. Well, thanks guys for joining. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. Yeah. I never know how to end stream. Sorry guys.
You get 2 thumbs up,
In a wave.
and then
Todd's dog was Hester. Yeah. This was so much fun. It really was. Yeah, we put the couch in here and everything. So we will be here tomorrow night with a scarier game, and you'll probably get to see us cry. So there's that. But all right, guys. Good night.